Ira, thank you for having me come out, although virtually. Thank you, everybody, for coming to me. I'll try to make this shorter so you can get back to the food or the networking and revelry. I wish I were out there in beautiful California with you, but right now I'm in beautiful, historic Savannah, Georgia, very green area. About to have another thunderstorm because that's how we keep it green. Hi, my name is Will Black, and I'm sharing the credit. Um, I have funded nonprofits to the tune of millions of dollars. I'd love to give you a little value add today and show you one way that some bigger businesses and the wealthy are using their donations to drive traffic to their businesses, which is an incredible thing, all while doing good in their community and the world at large. Um, and sharing the credit, we've been an entrepreneur in Forbes and getting our own TEDx talk and a dozen other shows and magazines because of what we do. And simply put, we are in funding, but we have a very different spin to it. It's just simply what we used to do in the banking system. Um, at the end of the day, as we say, what we're not is almost as important as what we are. I'm not sitting on a $40 million trust, although I'm open to anybody's got to spare $40 million. We don't take any government money and we don't take any grants because it often comes with strings attached telling you what you can and can't do with it. Instead, what we do is we say, this is what happened in the banking industry. Every time you, me, anybody, if we go into a business, whether it's a brick and mortar store, retail, and you can see the person, whether it's online and a click and mortar store, it doesn't matter. If you use plastic, if you use a debit card or a credit card to pay that business, a fee comes out of that business and it goes back into the system at the end of the month, right? We all know that, no kidding. Often called the groan fee because the business groans when they see how much it costs them. Uh, you may know that. Here's what you don't know. It's not a fee. It's a collection of fees. One of those fees that Visa MasterCard builds into that system, it doesn't go to Visa, it doesn't go to MasterCard. It generally goes back into the system, normally to a bank. But it may legally go with the IRS's blessing to a 501c3, a nonprofit. Ta-da! That's what we do. Um, the third business we ever spoke to was a car dealership of some size. They do $1 million a month in plastic loans. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers as they struggle to get along, right? Especially since that's their small source of income. Um, they greet us very warmly as an ethical business is going to do. They said, please tell us how we can help our nonprofit. And that's when we have to say, all right, let's get a couple ground rules down first. One, if this costs your charity anything, or if you as a business, if you had to pay extra in order to do this, right? If you had to pay a premium at your business in order to fund this charity, it would literally be cheaper for you to say no, thank you, and keep writing them a check. I believe the $1 million car dealership's exact words were, "God bless you. Nobody turns away money from us. We're we're the name in the community." So we sit down and we do for the same thing that we used to do for all the banks in the world that would send their businesses to us. And we said, all right, let's go over your numbers. And we said, all right, you as a business, you were overpaying $30,000 a year in fees. Again, they do $1 million a month. $30,000 a year in fees that you don't have to pay. And that's when the big GM of that particular auto group finally sat up and spoke, and he said, "Wow, that is a car, son. That's a whole car." And everybody laughed. We got the joke, and I said, "It's a car a year. Actually, it's a car every year." And we said, "Listen, we don't do low pressure. We do no pressure. Here's a copy of the report. You're going to see a lot of red ink. That's at 30,000 you're spending just out of the goodness of your hearts. That can go away." I said, "Feel free to take it back to your current provider and argue it down." And he said, "Assuming we even wanted that nightmare," he said, "they're probably not going to give our charity that we know and love and support right now those extra monies, those monies that are built." And I said, "Well, they're legally allowed to, but no, they don't have to." We do it, and we put the legal onus on us where we have to do it. It's not even in the goodness of our hearts. We must do it. They made the switch right then and there. They save $30,000 a year, every year, actually a little more right now because they've grown. They're one of our first clients. They give between $130,000 to $140,000 a year to their charity, year after year after year. That's amazing. But I like to emphasize, they still save that $30,000. It has to be a blessing for the business. And on top of it, they're still taking that $130,000, $140,000 that also used to go back into the system, and now they're giving it to the cause they love. That's important. It's not my cause. It's not Visa's cause or MasterCard's cause. It's not Ira's cause. I'm sorry, Ira. It's that business's cause. So if they want to give to a no-kill shelter, they're saving a lot of animals from being gassed, because that's a lot of animals. If they want to save veterans from committing suicide, if they want to feed the homeless, if they want to house the homeless, if they want to work with Habitat for Humanity, whatever it is, they're leaving a great footprint with those monies because it's being given automatically. It's the one thing in the world where it goes into perpetuity. It's a definition of sustainability, right? Unlike that gym membership that you signed up for 3 years ago and haven't gone since, and it just keeps paying. This is the good version of that. It keeps paying. So much so that Visa MasterCard, we have a particular blessing, and you'll see this. Look, you see this door sticker, right? You've seen 10,000 of these. Visa, MasterCard, Discover, what have you. But now it can say Visa, MasterCard, or your business here supports blank, and whatever it is, the name of your nonprofit, assuming they give us the ability to do it. Everybody always does. For example, this one, this is that incredible logo from Operation Underground Railroad. These are the guys, they work day and night to end child trafficking. These are the guys that say, we want to come in and be fired because that evil is gone in the world and there's nothing else for us to do, right? As you can imagine. When we gave them this opportunity, they said, please put this on the sticker. Any business that wants to support us, we want that branding. We want that stamp on that door to get the word out, to show more people of what they do, because there's still plenty of people that don't know that broken chain ending child slavery, the trafficking of these children of Operation Underground Railroad. And that is when there was a bit of a shift, and something started happening that we now teach all of our businesses, including the smallest of our businesses, people that haven't even opened their doors yet and are shopping their new account. And that is this: giving is good for business. And the bigger businesses, the wealthy of these clientele, they're a little bit more savvy, learn from them, model what they are doing. Because, for example, that car dealership has told us this has turned out to be very good for business. And why is it? They pump so much money into their charities. Their charity is now their advertising wing. Now, we all see car dealership commercials on TV and on the radio and everything else you can imagine. But this has been a whole new source. Your nonprofit has a hive of a network just going out to many, many, many people. But the special trick is this: if they're giving to a no-kill shelter, then they're advertising to all the people that think just like them, and that is, dogs are wonderful. And if you don't think that, your heart might be a dried, empty husk. They're like, dogs are wonderful, aren't they? This dealership has saved so many dogs. They give to us continually, month after month, quarter after quarter, year after year. These are the good guys. So guess what? If you're a big dog fan and you're in the area, you know where you're probably buying a car. That's just what happens. If you want to save veterans, and that car dealership is the one saying this group over and over, they keep donating, and you know that every $200 saves a veteran from committing suicide. Well, guess what? If you're a vet, that's where you're going to go buy a car. And as it happens out, giving is good for business. Doing good is good business. They end up turning their nonprofits, even the smaller businesses, because they give 4 and 5 times what they would ever write a check for when they just do it on automatic through sharing the credit. All of a sudden, that nonprofit has that business's name on their lips in every social media post, every newsletter that's emailed out, every paper newsletter, and at every event they throw. Doing good is some really good business. I hope this has been a huge value add for you. A little food for thought. Again, my name is Will Black, black like the color. I'm sure you can spell that, but I do get Will Blank, like insert last name here. It's Black. It's sharing the credit. We only do it if it's a blessing for the business. If the business can save money, then we help them redirect that fee that's built in to go to their nonprofit. I hope you all enjoyed this time. Ira, again, thank you so much for putting this on for all of us. And let me know next time you're doing it, and I'll definitely fly out. I'll see you all soon.
BowmanDigitalMedia.com